draft kicks off today, so let me give my predictions for the first 10 picks. Let's start off with the Chicago Bears. I think they take Caleb Williams. I think that's pretty obvious. Washington Commanders. I think they take Jaden Daniels. They want to get that next playmaker at the quarterback position, a guy that could shred defenses with his arm and with his running ability, and he needs to stop taking hits, or else he's going to be RG3, but I think he could be what RG3 was, rookie year, be great, fantastic, but just needs to reduce the hits. And if he does, Cliff Kingsbury is going to have a really dynamic offense with him, Austin Eckler, Curtis Samuel, Dotson. They have some weapons in that offense. Zach Ertz at the tight end position, a reliable tight end you can trust. So really like how that offense looks with Jaden Daniels. Pick 3, I think the Minnesota Vikings trade up. They give the Patriots pick 11 and pick 23, and they take Drake May. Drake May is going to reunite with Josh McCown, his coach in high school. And just with this offense, he already did in the NFL offense. He already played with that in North Carolina. So with Minnesota, I know their offense can be tricky, and it's a hard offense for a rookie quarterback to understand. But Drake May, he can make every throw. He's smart. I think he'll fit in well with Minnesota, and that's a dream scenario for the Vikings, getting a quarterback like Drake May, not J.J. McCarthy. Pick 4, I think Arizona. You can't pass up on Marvin Harrison Jr. This is a receiver you need for Kyler Murray. Trade down, that might be possible for them, but I think they have to take Marvin Harrison. He needs a weapon. That wide receiver room is looking really fucking thin. And Marvin Harrison, one of the best prospects in the draft we've seen in a while at the wide receiver position. He's a sure thing. Pick 5, I think the Chargers take Joe Alt, the best offensive tackle in the draft. I think they want to pair him with Rashawn Slater, and they could have the best tackle duo in the NFL for many years to come. I think Joe Alt's a sure thing. I know people want them to get a playmaker for Justin Herbert, but I think with this offense and how it's going moving forward, they want to run the ball more. Greg Roman, they want to dominate in the trenches, and Joe Alt is a perfect addition to that offensive line. I think the Giants, they take Malik Neighbors at pick 6. I think they need a receiver, playmaker bad. They haven't had a receiver since prime OBJ, and this guy could be the next great LSU receiver. LSU receivers have hit in the draft. He's fantastic. 4.3 speed, elusive as fuck, yards after the catch. He can do it at a high level. So I think this is a great pick for them. And then you look at, the Titans. They don't get Joe Alt, so I think they get J.C. Latham, who's great, run blocker, great power, great strength. I think this would be a great addition to their offensive line, which was one of the worst in the NFL last year. Getting a guy to shore up the things on the outside for Will Levis. You already got weapons. You got D-Hop. You got Calvin Ridley. You got Tony Pollard. You got pretty good weapons for him. That offensive line needs to be better. Pick 8, the Falcons. I think they take Dallas Turner. The pass rush, they need to improve that area. They have a really good secondary. Jesse Bates had a fantastic season. So getting a guy like Dallas Turner, who could be better than Will Anderson was coming out of the draft, would be a huge addition for them. I think he's one of the best pass rushers in this draft. I like Latu better, but this guy is just as good. Pick 9, Bears take Rome Odunze. It's fucking easy. He is going to be one of the best receivers coming into the league. Young receivers. Receivers have hit coming into the draft lately. First round receivers. And I think he can do everything that the Bears need him to do. They need that big body receiver to fit in well and complement DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. And Caleb Williams, throwing the ball to him for years. Sign me up for that. At pick 10, I think the Jets take Talise Fuaga. I think this is a good, sure offensive lineman for them at the tackle position. They have some holes. They have older guys in their offensive line right now. And, short term, their offensive line looks pretty good. It was better than last year. But long term, you want to get a guy that could start at tackle. He has versatility, too. He can play guard, too, as well. Might be a really good guard in the NFL. But as a right tackle, he's pretty solid, too. Allowed 0 sacks. So I think having a guy like this to fill in if Tyron Smith or some of these other older guys they have on their offensive line get hurt, would be huge for the Jets, and I think this is a home run get for them.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.